Hi, my name is Rachel Winchester and welcome to Winchester Ranch, the home of the Spanish Mustangs, the Horse Informed Academy and the Rewild Your Horse Spirit Principles. So when I was 7 years old, I decided to become a vegetarian. Stick with me, the relevance will come clear. And when I announced this, one of the questions that I was asked more often than any other was, well, if you've become a vegetarian, why do you still wear leather shoes, as an example? And I had to justify my choices time over time again. And I feel like I've entered a twilight zone, because right now the question I'm asked more than anything is, and this is where the relevance comes, you're an ethical horse person and yet you ride. How do you justify that? Well, today I'm going to talk about mindful riding and how it can be part of a bonding experience between horse and human and combat one of the most prolific problems that we find in our domestic horses, and that is boredom. So, for many others, there is an apparent contradiction between our deep desire to connect authentically with our horses and the act of riding them. Putting tack on their backs and climbing aboard can feel at odds with letting horses truly be horses, free beings whose instincts drive them to forage and roam and live unburdened. So how can we justify this potential exploitation if our goal is to build genuine bonds of trust and understanding? So for me, the answer lies in taking a mindful, holistic approach that prioritizes the total well-being of the horse above all else. By meeting their core needs for movement, social interaction, grazing and mental stimulation first, I feel riding can actually become part of the enrichment we provide, rather than a forced imposition. Boredom is rampant among domestic horses, especially for those kept in confinement for extended periods. These intelligent creatures have a strong innate need for both physical exercise and cognitive challenges beyond just standing around in our imposed environments. Without sufficient mental, emotional or physical outlets, vices, aggression and neurotic behaviours often develop from pent-up energy and frustration. Conscientious riding done with great consideration for the individual horse can be one piece of the solution. But the prerequisites are: the majority of the horse's day is spent turned out to move and graze freely with ample forage. Their time is enriched with opportunities for play, socialization, and activities that engage their natural curiosity. And riding occurs calmly, without force, and only when the horse is willing. With that strong foundational environment centered on freedom of movement and choice, riding becomes something you do together, an enriching physical mental exercise that ultimately strengthens the human-horse bond through a shared activity rooted in awareness. The horse remains as part of the dialogue, setting their own boundaries while you become attuned to their energy levels and attitudes each day. The key is varying the rides to prevent boredom and ensuring they always remain engaging, not mindless drills. Trail rides through novel environments, navigating obstacles and incorporating training exercises in short bursts. These can be far more stimulating than endless repetitive circles. The horse's mind stays active as they exercise their innate ability to think and problem solve activities that characterize their lives before domesticity. With this paradigm shift away from viewing the horse as a tool for a human agenda and toward riding as a complementary component of a holistic enrichment program, the contradictions of wanting to both connect and ride can be resolved. An atmosphere of relaxation and mutual choice replaces any sense of subjugation. Building an authentic relationship of trust and companionship with a horse requires us to continually question our methods and motives. There are no perfect answers, only a lifelong journey of striving to merge the horse's innate need with our hopes to engage with them in purposeful yet ethical ways. When done mindfully, riding can sometimes be that elusive middle ground where our desires and those of the horse's fundamental nature intersect. So the next time somebody asks you, but you say that you are an ethical horse person, yet you ride, you can tell them, yes, but I do it mindfully, holistically, and always with the horse first approach. Boredom is a killer of spirit. And the one thing we do know is our horses are incredibly spirited animals. If you want to dive deeper into this subject or you have questions, then you can always reach out to me. You can find my contact details at rewild.windchaser-ranch.com or join me over on Patreon in the Rewild Study Hub. I'll put the links below. So, thank you for listening and take care. Bye for now.